dropping that knowledge on you.
I could not make this shit up.
With Kev Nash.
Oh, Hercules.
DJ Killer Kev.
Boss.
And Dizzle.
Uh-oh.
Let me tell you, boys, you can't make that shit up.
The Inside. Real deal, straight up.
Are you crazy?
Hottest stories from the world of hip-hop.
This is Ludacris.
It's the big boss, Rick Ross.
What up? It's your boy, Young Jeezy. This is 50 Cent.
Sports.
Some of those dunks were the most incredible dunks I've ever seen.
And what's popping in the DYT.
I couldn't make this shit up. I couldn't make this shit up if I tried. I'm sad that I lack the talent to make this shit up.
Here's Kev Nash, DJ Killer Kev, and A Dizzle.
You can't make this a podcast, Kev Nash.
DJ Killer Kev. Hey, Dizzle.
Episode
474.
We live. A little late.
I was just gonna let it rock. See how long it's gonna take.
Too many things going on at once. Got to check in with the squad, fellas. How was the week?
Oh goodness. Where do I begin, man? Where do I begin? Well, let me start with the typical dad stuff, man. It was a regular week, nothing too special. Valentine's festivities popped off. That was a success. I mean, round of applause for myself. But the nitty gritty, man. Today's been a tough day as a dad. My wife has gone off to work in the office on Monday. So I'm on daddy duty, which is all good. It's my day off. So we usually chilling. But little man has just been on one today, man. Just from up till now. He's still kind of halfway sleeping, but just been getting yelled at. I've been getting screamed at. We doing this whole gentle parenting. You know, I'm not a fan of whipping my children. You know what I'm saying? I rather would have a conversation so that they understand what they did was wrong. You know what I'm saying? Right. Stern talking tos. I might pop them here and there, but nothing too crazy. But man, I done put them in timeout at least 4 or 5 times today. Just been getting yelled at. I know I've been telling y'all about my garage transformation. That has been an experience, let me tell you.
The questions are just rolling in my mind. Let's go.
So we hired a contractor to add 4 outlets in my garage. And in the midst of doing that, they had to cut a hole in the wall, basically, to get to the wires, do all that fun stuff. So they were able to fix 3 of the outlets in the garage, and then the 4th one, they never came back to fix. And then my mistake, I went ahead and paid in full. So the job was paid for, but it wasn't done. So I'm calling them to try to come out. They not answering, or they answering, but they're missing their appointments. So at this point, I'm Googling, like, what do I got to do? What's my next steps to try to get this stuff done? Then come to realize my basement lights stopped working, and then 2 outlets in my basement aren't working. So now I'm really calling them, really trying to like, yo, y'all done messed up my outlets and y'all didn't finish the job and I've already paid in full. Like, y'all got to get this shit popping. So all in all, they essentially 2.5 weeks later, they finished the job. They finally got my outlets in the basement working. They got my lights working, but there's still a hole in my garage, which they are not taking care of. I already done called a couple folks like, yo, what's the deal? I need a refund. I need some type of discount. I still got to get a drywall people to come out and fix it. They was like, nope, you signed on the dotted line. They said that we're not liable for any drywall. So they cut a hole in it, but they ain't liable for it? Sheesh. They cut a hole in it and they're not liable, man. And I guess I didn't read the fine print. Yes.
Would you like to put the company on blast on the great podcast?
Yeah, actually. Apex Pros, man. Apex Pros.
Apex Pros are doing my boy foul.
Yeah, they got a lot of reviews. I'm gonna go ahead and use all 6 of my emails to give them 0 stars.
Right.
See if that do a little dent. But man, really was hoping for a smooth experience, and I don't know what the deal is, man. My my stamp of approval with contractors ain't the best. I'll just go ahead and admit that right now, man. I don't know what the deal is, but all in all, it's not a it's not a big deal. This is all luxury stuff. This ain't really, affecting our real life, but wanted a smooth experience, and eventually we'll get this garage transformed. Yes, y'all both got questions.
Killer, go ahead, brother.
How big of a hole are we talking? And is this like open the garage door, we see a hole, or is this on the sidewall? Like
it's on the side wall. It's about the size of a breaker box. You know how kind of like a rectangle. It's about that size, maybe a little bit bigger. And I was Googling a self way to do it myself, but I'm gonna just hire somebody. I'm gonna hire a professional, bro.
Well,
wires and shit, and I ain't trying to mess nothing else up.
Well, obviously I have an older brother, and obviously, wrestling in the house, we have put many a hole in wall as kids. My mom had to buy a drywall repair kit, the little things with the wires on them, and you would put the plaster over it, let it dry, then paint over it. We did that a million times. Had to do it a couple times. Piece of cake, you can handle that. Or you could go the cheap route and just go grab you a poster or a flag and just put it over there. It's a garage, bro. It's not in the house.
Right.
Yeah. Nah, I'm gonna go ahead and pay to get it done. Like I said, it's right by some wires. I don't want to deal with nothing down the line because something done hit it or knocked it and wasn't supposed to be there. It got wet somehow. Like I don't even want to think about the possibilities. Little critters start just getting in there because it's easy access. So yeah, man. But nothing too major other than that. Oh, you got more questions?
Yes. Our favorite little man, Kazi. Describe what's going on. He just rambunctious today. Just moms ain't home, so it's turn up time.
Pretty much, man. And I feel like he's been 2 for a while, but these are definitely the terrible 2s. It's really like just testing your patience as a parent. I believe like more than anything, to be a good parent, you gotta have patience, bro. Because every little thing can't be a explosive reaction. You know what I'm saying? When it could be, you just gotta really breathe and then let the little kid be a kid. But certain shit, like we watch TV, and every few minutes he'll want to change the channel, and I'm like, bro, just sit down and watch what we got on. Like we're not changing it every 2 minutes, bro. Yeah. And he'll start wilding out for that. So I'll turn the TV off. If you wilding out because I ain't changing the channel, I'm gonna just turn the TV off. He'll start screaming, kicking. I'm like, all right, go sit in the corner. So he'll be screaming, kicking in the corner for 15 minutes, and then he'll calm down. I'm like, all right, you want to come back out? He'll come back out and then start screaming some more. Nope, you can get back in the corner. Yeah. Get back in the corner. 15 more minutes go by. He'll calm down. He'll come back out. All right, we good. And then just some other shit was, just random little shit. And what happened? We was watching Dora the Explorer, and he wanted to change the channel. And when I didn't change the channel, he started wilding, started throwing stuff. I'm like, nah, go in the corner. This nigga unplugs the TV, bro. I'm like, bruh, I just wanted to flick him, but I couldn't.
Now, luckily for you, we have an experienced parent on this podcast, a father of 3. Killer, how would you handle situations like this?
So, I understand where Dizzle was coming from 1,000%. Because my first child, I was like real protective, real making sure things was no one got too high, no one got too low, trying to be even kill parent. Now, having girls, it's hard because, like Dizzle said, I ain't gonna lie, I was a flicker of a parent. That was the most I would do. So, but coming from the 90s, my thump game is nice. So if I was really upset with them, I could get them like a little flick, but I would always do it like in the stomach. It would just be something like blink. It was never like full go bite your lip. It was just So Camille and Carmen definitely got a lot of that. As Kia got into the picture, she was more so of the one that like I don't have to do anything but kind of give that look and give that sternness in my voice. Now, I was blessed enough to raise my nephew as well for a couple of years, and that was a total different experience. He was the one that I would literally like. You know how you can hold a child and hold them their feet off the ground just enough, but your elbows might be on your knees and they just off the ground enough. Like that's how I would have to hold him, and he would just be trying to wiggle loose and mad, and I would just hold him just enough to where he had to listen to me. Corner stuff never worked. Like it was a different experience. So I could see Dizzle having a boy, two, one kid. I could see that terror of a two happening. So
Yeah, it's full blown terrible two is activated. It wasn't activated until maybe a month or so ago.
yeah.
So we heading into threes here in the summer.
But it is
Yeah,
important.
man.
It is important to keep that standard, whatever that standard gonna be, through the craziness of it. Once they get to 3, 4, 5, 6, they're gonna still know that standard. So like
Yeah,
that's still important. So,
Did y'all get whoopings?
hell yeah.
for sure.
A clean sweep.
See,
Clean sweep.
I'm old enough to be just on the verge of getting paddled at school. I was in second grade getting paddled for stealing somebody's gum and trying to put it under their desk and running from the teacher, whatever it was. But I remember getting paddled in like second grade, but that was like the last year they could do it.
Yeah, I remember paddling was still a thing when I was in elementary school too. Yeah, that's wild. Like it just show you how different times are now. Like I
Yeah.
mean, Dizzle, it wasn't a thing when you were in elementary school, but like
No.
yeah, like and then you think about it now, like if a teacher, you know what I'm saying, is too stern on a kid, it's World War III with the parents and everything like that. So it's totally a different time, man. We wish you nothing but the best, brother.
And for some reason in my life during that time, every teacher I had was like former D1 athlete, male or
no.
female. So like
Oh no.
form was just yeah. They was letting it out. It is insane. What up, JR?
Peace, 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 peace.
Yeah. Kev,
Dilla
how
was
was your
popping.
oh,
Good. I'll go. Yeah, man. Just went on down to Cincinnati. Checked out Wanda Sykes. Checked out that comedy show. It's pretty good. At the Andrew J. Brady. Never saw Wanda Sykes live before. Put on a good show. Then on Saturday was out and about. Did a little bit of shopping with the wife. Got some good eats for Valentine's Day, and just really been chilling, man. Really been chilling, enjoying the weather change. I mean, it's not hot by any means, but beats snow.
for real.
For sure.
Beats a whole bunch of snow. It's in the mid 50s, you know what I'm saying? We defrosting, so to speak, and just really chilling, man, enjoying, you know what I'm saying, hanging out with the wife for, you know what I'm saying, last couple of days. Like I said, checked out Wanda Sykes down in the Natty, did some shopping, did a little too much shopping, if you ask me, but I'll recover.
Yeah.
But other than that, man, big chill, man. Been doing a whole bunch of TV watching. Got some more TV watching lined up after the pod, man. Just enjoying President's Day.
Yeah. I feel that. As for your boy, pretty a mixture of both of y'all weeks. So I think I told y'all, I don't remember I told y'all on or off pod, but I'll go ahead and say it. I had a car issues last week where car was down. Spent some bread on both cars, got the wife's car back rolling. That was pretty seamless. As for my car, not so good. Went and spent money to get a oil gasket repair and oil change, and then was told to put some caddy clean into my car to clean my catalytic converter.
Mm-hmm.
So I was told to drive it for 10 or 15 miles and then go fill it up. So my stepbrother has a guy that works on his equipment for his lawn service. This guy has done my car multiple times. We've had done business for 7+ years. He's done alternators and batteries. Every car issue I had, he'd pull up on me and fix it. So got a good rapport. My stepbrother has a shop not too far from my house, so I roughed it on over there for the 2-minute drive and got it over to the shop. He fixed it up. Did my little 10 miles, and I was like, I gotta pick up my kid from school. So I went my 10 miles, picked up the kid, got her home, Had a haircut lined up for my interview the following day. I was excited. Pull out the driveway. I'll get down the street. It's a jerk. And then it's like a louder noise that I haven't heard before. And it sounds aggressive. Like a grinding noise. I'm like, not being a car guy at all, but just an educated guess. It felt like something like a head gasket or something in that realm. So stopped the car, turned around, got it back home, canceled the haircut. Had to put in my mixed powers and hit the water and the juices and berries. Did my own lineup. I just hit the neck, make sure the neck was clean, and got through the interview. So been a rough week with my car. Still don't know what's going on now. The much like Dizzle's week, this guy, he did what he was supposed to do. I paid for the service. As soon as it happened, I shot him a text, let him know what's happening. I probably sounded more in panic mode. The car's ticking, something's wrong. Like, and then send another text. I got it home, and then tried to call, no answer. Next day, Next day, no answer. Now the somewhat beauty is this is my stepbrother's like employee that fixes all his shit. So he's findable. You know what I'm saying? This ain't no like this ain't no runaway. I'll never see you again. But even my mom, this is why I always jokingly say my mom is white, but she's hanging around black folks her whole life because she had some black moments this week because my stepbrother was over there doing some other things, and she was like, "Hey, call your mans, because he need to holler at my son and get this car looked at." So
right,
he was in Springfield. He texted me, said he's gonna call me. I have yet to hear nothing. I'm not gonna keep texting this man, but dealing with that. So,
and how many more days you gonna give him?
Before I start acting crazy, probably like 2. I'll let him enjoy the holiday. Maybe he had plans Valentine's Day. I get it. You know, he hasn't had the best of luck over the years with some things in his life. So I'm not one to pass judgment. I get it. Everybody got stuff going on. I don't always feel like DJing. I don't always feel like doing something. So I get it. But you're not going to ignore me for a whole week. So once we get to that 5, 6, 7 days, we're going to have to start having.
Hey, so you've already paid him to fix your car, and it's still clunking.
So and it was crazy is we like started the car. He spent time underneath it, under the hood. Like we had it running for a good 5-10 minutes before I even pulled off. And then I did my laps in it. I was like, he did what I paid him to do. It was just something else that was a new sound. I'm not gonna say that was something that I was already experiencing, but it was like, of course, something else. Like this car is just dying. Is what's happening. So got the wife's car up and running at least. Made it to my interview. Had a good interview. Felt really good about it. Hoping to hear something soon. Government don't move fast, so soon could be weeks, but still hoping to hear something soon. Mom had a big birthday this week. She had the big 7-0. Shout out to Mom Dukes, man. She has retired and turned into my driver over the last few weeks. So it's been a blessing to have her around in the mornings to help with the kids and help pick up. And she don't mind doing it. She ain't doing nothing. She's at the house, and she said she said at the beginning of the school year, in the beginning of her retirement, if you need me for something, I'm retired. Like this is the part of life she's excited to be a part of. So she's been super helpful. I've been super blessed to have her helping me with the kids and everything else. And we celebrated Mom's big birthday this week. I stayed out of edible this week. I was proud of myself. They were pressuring me to pull up and help. Nope, I'm not doing it. So me and the wife enjoyed our Valentine's at home, cooking and spending some time with each other. Got a little under the weather. Stomach was killing me yesterday. Shout to Cousin D, man. Cousin D was like, I think he kind of like wasn't taking no for an answer. He was trying to get some dominoes and spades, and I'm like, bro, I'm not leaving this house. My stomach, I have every time I try to eat something, it's all bad. So I'm in a good spot right now, but I'm not eating nothing. I'm chilling. He was like, what your kids about to eat? I was like, I don't care. They'll figure it out. He was like, man, I'm pulling up. So he had been wanting to grill some chicken. He pulls up with chicken legs, chicken wings, chicken breasts, got the grill going in the back. My other homeboy ended up pulling up. We ended up playing a little bit of dominoes. Everybody ate but me. I'm excited to have some chicken. But it was shouts to Cousin D, man. That's my brother.
Salute.
he always looking out for the squad, and we had a good time, even under the weather. So got through that and just getting ready. I got another interview this week with another company, and still just trying to get it going. So that was my week.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Let's jump into it. We got a ton to get into, especially in sports. Killer, what's popping in the world of sports? What's going down?
As always, NBA is our leading topics this time of year. NBA All-Star Weekend went and gone. Not a bad week overall. I would say they had some positives to take away. Definitely some negatives, but All-Star Weekend happened in LA. Started out with the I caught a little bit of the celebrity game. Keenan Allen was hooping. I didn't see Glow do anything, but I know she was a part of the squad. Shams was 0 for everything. He was out there looking ugly. Who else? Somebody else was hooping. Tall guy was hooping.
Taco.
Yeah.
I don't like Taco Fall. They usually got the players in the year in there, like the retired players, but Taco Fall is active. He was just in the league, and ain't no reason for him to be getting 20 points, 20 rebounds. Let somebody else shine. It's supposed to be a fun game. He out there trying to get a
shit out of here, man. Trying to get that 10-day.
Right, man. Yeah, but did y'all check out the celebrity game?
No. I saw clips,
okay,
and I saw Giannis. Giannis was funny. That's pretty much all that I saw. And I saw Shams go 0 for whatever.
So I saw all the sneakers.
I'm keeping
the
tabs.
Channels I follow, they show all the sneakers that everybody was rocking. It was some hot shit out there.
Yeah, I did see that. So I'm keeping tabs. So that was Friday. So Dizzle 0, Kev 0, and then Killer will say 10 minutes. Okay. Now, moving along to Saturday. They had the 3-point contest and dunk.
Oh, the Rising Stars.
Rising
Stars.
See. So we got to keep it. That was Friday, right?
Yeah.
No. So something came on late. Something came on late, like one at 9, and something else was like even later. I didn't nothing after.
They did the Rising Stars.
Yeah.
Rookies versus sophomores.
Oh, I caught the highlights. I saw 0 of it live. So.
I haven't even seen highlights.
Zero.
I watched, the little clips. I saw Dylan Harper hit a game winner over his older brother. But that's about it. I didn't watch any of that.
Yeah. I think the most I saw was highlights, and then saw kind of some of the later topics we'll get into with the Harper family. So that's about all I saw from that day. As far as Saturday goes, I don't know if anything other than the 3-point and slam dunk happened. That's all I even cared about to even try to catch. I did catch the entire
challenge.
Yeah, I didn't. I think I saw some of the players that was going to be involved in that, but I didn't catch it. Caught the 3-point contest, and I caught 0% of the dunk contest. So
Saturday I was locked in from beginning to end. I do appreciate them starting this whole shenanigans at 5 Eastern.
Yeah,
don't get used to it.
Right.
It's only happened because of the Olympics.
Fine by me, man. I was happy turning that shit on when it was still bright outside and it being over right around my bedtime. So yeah, I was locked in at 5.
Yeah. So 3-point for me was very entertaining. What's dude's name? Knuppel?
Yeah.
From Duke. He put out a nice round 1. I think I ended up picking Devin Booker and Mitchell. My other homeboy picked Dame, and then my other cousin D picked the Duke kids. So out the gate, D talking big shit, feeling good. I think Dev Booker or Mitchell had a good round. It ended up being, who was it that made the finals? Booker, Mitchell. No, wait, Booker
and Dame,
and
Couple.
Yeah. So going into the finals, man. To see Dame out there, one thing that we all could say is Dame know how to shoot that rock, and it was showing there. I mean, it was like walking a dog. It was something that he always could do. I thought Dev Booker had it. It was amazing to see the collapse with the money ball rack at the end. I enjoyed that thoroughly. That was a very entertaining 3-point contest. The only thing I would say, we need to have the stars involved. We got to have Steph. We got to have some of the big names as well. So we had a nice little pot. There was some solid shooters there, but having Bobby Portis in that shit was trash. So
yeah, I wasn't a fan of having Dame come back, but he's a legend. It was good to see him there. He was once I saw that first rack, I was like, okay, he's here to win it all because he was splashing from the get go.
Yeah.
And 3-time 3-point champion, and he said he's trying to go for number 4, going back next year for it.
Yeah, he said he's trying to break Steph and Larry Bird record, and Steph has already said that he's doing it next year. He said he's gonna try to get Clay and KD to do it. He said he's trying to make it the best 3-point competition of all time next year. So I'm definitely here to check that out. I too said Dame shouldn't be playing, but after him winning and everything like that, I saw his press conference and the league reached out to him to see if he wanted to participate. It wasn't like he was the one lobbying, like, I want to be in the 3-point competition. The league reached out. He said, I ain't doing shit.
Yeah.
I'll pull up. So it's all good. Shouts out to Dame.
So after that was a dunk contest. Did any of y'all watch the dunk contest?
I didn't see any of the 3-point shootout. When I walked through the house, when we finally got home, they had just started the what's that? The 3-man weave
skills
thing. The skills. They had just started that. So everything from the skills and the dunk contest I saw. Even saw Ludacris perform.
Okay.
Oh yeah, let's talk about that for a second. Luda, what was up with your mic, man? Did y'all? So I had it on Peacock, like on the actual stream. I wasn't jugging this go around. Was y'all stream? Did y'all hear any audio from Ludacris?
Yeah, it kept dropping out. Like I don't know, back end line wasn't so great.
Yeah, I wasn't tuned in at 0.
Yeah, it was a waste of a performance, man. We couldn't hear you.
Damn.
Shouts out to Luda. Always put on a good show.
So explain what happened. So did this whole kid that almost died dunk happen on the dunk contest? Because I keep seeing this highlight, and it looked like the dunk contest, and I'm like, this dude almost literally ruined the whole NBA All-Star weekend. He almost broke his shit.
Let me start with a round of applause because that was a solid dunk contest.
It was.
We had two of the 4 dunkers. All 4 of them wasn't about to go crazy, but 2 of the 4 dunkers was dunking. It wasn't doing a whole bunch of misses. The one thing that can ruin and does ruin dunk contests is just a whole bunch of attempts, whole bunch of weak dunks. Like you doing all these attempts and then you end it with a weak dunk. Jackson Hayes had a stinker, and then Jace Richardson had a stinker. But then other than that, I think it was pretty solid dunks. And the 2 dudes, Carter Bryant and I think Rashad Johnson, out of their 4 dunks, I would say 3 apiece was all solid dunks, man. So overall, I think a lot of the fans compare it every single year. You're not going to get a Zach LaVine, Aaron Gordon. So that's the top of the top dunk contest. Like that's literally up there as one of the classic dunk contests. Let's stop.
Yeah, Cats always want Dominique and Jordan. They want D Brown and Sean Kemp. They want Tracy McGrady and Vince Carter and Steve Francis. That run, like you're right. It's not going to happen every single year. To your point about Jace Richardson almost killing himself, that nigga, he tried some shit that he did not have in his bag at all, nigga. Because the ones you were right, Dizzle, the dunks that he did do were squeakers. Now, nigga, a squeaker in the game and a squeaker in the dunk contest is 2 totally different things. A squeaker in the game, like, all right, man, shit, I had to bump off a dude and all right, it barely got down. All right, cool. Nigga, you in a dunk contest. Why are they barely getting over the rim? Like, you are not your daddy, dog. His pops had super ups. He did try some reverse joint, landed on his back of his head. Luckily, he had a little cushion on it. Ooh. Yeah, that could have ended badly, very badly.
So that was my whole dunk contest experience, and that's kind of why I didn't watch it. My algorithm had it out for me. I saw that dunk of him, and I said, I might want to go check this out. As I go to check it out, I'm scrolling. The next dunk I see was Jackson Hayes do a dunk. I seen him do 87,000 times, and I was like, I don't know if that happened in like order, but that's just the two dunks I saw.
Yeah.
I'm like, I refuse to watch this shit. Like, if that was the dunk that just happened, I'm not about to go watch this shit. So I just didn't watch.
And he started from the back of the other side of the other
like
court.
I thought he
was about to do some shit. I'm locked in. I got popcorn from the movies. Like, I was ready for this, bro. Man, the All-Star Weekend was always a holiday in my household. I used to get snacks. That was all I watched from Friday to Sunday. So when it comes around, I'm like excited for it. So yeah, I had my snacks ready. Jackson Hayes went from all the way from the other court. I thought he was going to sail from the free throw line, I thought he was going to do something. This nigga did a regular dunk.
I had a question for the end, but since you kind of end my question, I want to ask it now for both of y'all. So we saw this coming, but I think us as black folks never wanted to admit this. All-Star Weekend was always to go to said town and kick it, right? The game was never of importance. It was never like some people wanted to go see something. Some people might have wanted to go pop in and see a Thursday or a Friday or a Saturday event. If they were lucky enough to see a Sunday event, of course they would go. But the more pull-up ideal of All-Star was we about to go enjoy our time with some strangers in a said town. Yeah. Now, the older we got, that might not be the vibe, but we saw that the basketball was never of importance. And now the basketball done got so trash that they did a good job this year than last year. I'll say that. But it's gotten to a point where no one cares about the basketball. Is All-Star Weekend just that? Is it just more so having a good time and a reason to invite some friends over to the house than it is the basketball? Really? Like truthfully?
I would say so. And I want to give him credit because it wasn't as bad as the highlights may seem. The two dunkers that made Carter Bryant put on a good show.
He had a nasty dunk.
And Rashad Johnson, all the dance moves included. Like they did their thing.
Yes,
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
I know he's from Oakland. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to Oakland. But like the dance move he was doing, I'm not familiar with. All due respect. But he kept showing his belly. Like, why he keep showing his stomach and his PSDs, bro? Like, he didn't have a tattoo he was showing like he was Tupac or something. He just kept showing his belly button. I was like, that's weird. Why are you doing that, dude? Stop doing that. Cool dunks, but that shit was weird. And I know it's mad unk behavior by me right now, but it just seemed a little weird.
And he feeling tall. He's tall, ain't he?
Oh, he had some nasty dunks.
I'm saying he's like a tall or like a power forward or something, ain't he?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure how tall he is, but brother definitely got some long ass arms.
Okay. I didn't see what you're talking about, but I feel like he's linky. If I'm thinking about who I'm thinking about. But so on to Sunday. We had the Rising Stars, we had what was it called? The
Stars,
Stripes, and the World. So that I watched in its entirety, and I will say that was very entertaining. I enjoyed that basketball quite a bit. I did miss a little bit of the first game due to the PGA Pebble Beach ending. That was a nuts with 40-mile-an-hour winds on a golf course. So I did miss a little bit of it, but overall, it looked like Wemby came out on a mission. It looked like Ant came out on a mission. And my Clippers still got hope, baby. My Clippers still got hope for a chip because Kawhi came out showing that he is still him. So did y'all enjoy or check out any of Sunday?
I was locked in, man. Yeah, for sure. From game one to
who would y'all think y'all was gonna win in the beginning? I had my money on the old heads to win it all.
Yeah, I had my money on the old heads. Just off of experience, knowing that they was just doing one quarter games, which I'm a fan of. I know folks talk about wanting to go back to the East versus West format. I think the way they got it set up now allows for them to play hard. You know what I'm saying? I think they changed it because doing a full 48-minute game, you get to 130 to 120 by halftime. Mm-hmm. And it's just not that the intensity is not there. So when you break it down to these one quarter games, you're able to play pretty tough for the whole 12 minutes, right? I think Wemby came out and set the tone right off the tip, came in, dunked on Cade, got the ball back, came down, pulled a three. He's blocking shots. Like all of this was really why I feel like niggas was playing hard, because Wemby came out and was trying to prove a point.
Yeah. So I didn't see the first game. I was actually in Springfield. Totally forgot to mention this yesterday. I was up in Springfield for the Dance Stomp Shake. Was up there hosting that. So when I got home, it was already the second game. So were there two world teams as well?
No. One world team, one quote unquote young NBA star team, and then one quote unquote old heads. But
okay. So I saw the world team with Wemby versus the old heads. Old heads when Kawhi basically scored 31 points of the 42.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that game, and then I was like, all right, cool. I'm about to jump in the shower and watch the championship game. By the time I got out to watch the championship game, BTA. Old heads was getting a straight smoothie beat down, and it was over. So then we just went on and watched something else on TV.
Yeah.
Nah, it was a good game, man. I feel like it saved the weekend, because Saturday was cool, but Sunday is really what the folks, they want to see a good pickup game between all the top players, man. And this was a good showing for Wemby. I think Wemby's embracing being the face of the league. I like his attitude towards it, and I like his attitude towards the All-Star weekend, man. Him, Devin Booker, Jamal Murray, they was all out there playing tough from the get-go.
Yeah.
All foreigners playing harder than the Americans.
Right. I enjoyed it. The only thing I would say, if they're going to play basketball like that, that is like the closest we're going to get to watching like Olympic practice. So it's like, if they're going to play like that, I want to see a little bit more of both the bench and the starters getting some run, because it was short times. If Kawhi on the heater, somebody else ain't getting no burn. So I want to see a little bit more of everybody getting some burn. But I enjoyed it.
That's the one thing I like about. Go ahead.
I'm about to say, do y'all want to see the East versus West format, or how do y'all feel like it should go next year or going forward?
It's kind of tails into what you was talking about. I like the fact that the NBA is not above mixing things up. They went to the Elam ending for a couple years, made the target score, whatever the target score was, plus 24. In memory of Kobe Bryant. You remember those like first 2 years, it was very exciting, and then it kind of tailed off. I envision this happening the same way. It's just human nature. When you continually do things for the same way for so long, you kind of go back into your old habits. So I appreciate the league for trying to refresh stuff and not trying to just force cats that, hey, you're going to do it this way, you're going to do it this way, you're going to do it this. All right, we'll switch it up. We'll try to find something that works. And then guess what? If the U.S. versus the world doesn't work for next year and the year after that, they'll switch it up again. I'm good with it. I'm good with a change.
Yeah, I don't need to see East versus West. Best 24, hoop it up, put some incentives on there to make it worth their while. I would love some playoff incentives, not just for the finals. Something that can really make a team or make players play hard, to get said, incentive, whatever they can come up with. I'm here for it. So moving on, Vince Carter reveals the NBA offered him, LeBron, Kobe, and Tracy McGrady $1 million each to do the slam dunk contest. That would have been nice.
Now, mind you, this is 20 years ago. So $1 million 20 years ago was still something. Obviously, the money that these dudes are making now, they were like $1 million, whatever. But back then, an extra meal, I'm surprised them cats didn't do it, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah, that would have been crazy to see, because younger LeBron, younger Kobe, younger McGrady with knees still, that would have been nice.
I'm trying to see Bronny in it, man. Bronny would be a good name. He's a high flyer, 6'3", can get up. I'm sure he got some tricks in the bag.
I wanted to ask y'all this before you get off the dunk contest too. Are we out of dunks? Have we seen so many dunks that it's like you making cats really quote unquote like write in cursive? You making them really come up with some crazy shit, and it's like we've seen all the standard ooh-ahs. I feel like
dunks that NBA players are gonna do, professional dunkers. I forgot the dude's name, but he got like a colorful hair. Mac McClung is
Yeah.
also a elite dunker, not even just a
Yeah.
basketball player, but just an elite dunker. So he can pull out something. He pulled out a 4-pack. After the dunk contest was over, he went to his Instagram to show what he was going to do, and those would have all been 50s. You know what I'm
Hell
saying?
Yeah.
But if we talking about just NBA players, like you can only do so much. At this point, we just need some good names doing some good dunks, man. It's like I said, you can't have a classic every single time.
Right.
What I would like to see, I would like to challenge the guys. Just go dunk the ball. I want to see a dunk without bouncing the ball in the air, because like every dunk is all right. Let me get a lob and I'm gonna catch it and then like. Can I get a dunk? Because I mean, if you look back at the Jordan and Zach LaVine dunks, yes, they are jumping extremely high, but Zach LaVine and Michael Jordan, they look like they're floating on air when they're dunking the basketball. Like their dunks look totally different from everybody else's. When you look at a Dwight Howard or a Sean Kemp or a Dominique Wilkins, they don't look like they're flying. They look like they're about to destroy the fucking rim. Bring that element back. Like your unique style and your creativity comes from doing different dunks. Can we stop from the lob bounce and I'm gonna catch it and then I'm gonna dunk? Like I'm like over that right now. I'm like, give me something new, man. Give me something new.
Yeah. See, I'm the same way with it has to be a different format, because I guarantee without watching it, somebody tried to dunk, didn't get it, and then ran out of time and just put the ball in the rim. I guarantee you, without watching it, that happened. Yeah. And it's like that's the stuff that's like you try it once or twice, you should be mandated to do something else. Like flip it up, try something else. That shit ain't work. Because after the first one, you already lost a bunch of that anyway. So
and this is for people of my age and even older. We got to stop acting like, oh, man, this new generation dunk contest is whack. There was a time they brought out a fucking wheel on the NBA dunk contest and said, all right, you got to do this dunk. Like, well, where's the creativity in that? You're mandating somebody to do a 360. What if they don't want to do a 360? What if they can't even do a 360?
Right.
Daryl Armstrong used to be point guard for Orlando. He missed 2 minutes of dunks. They had a time limit. He missed every single dunk for 2 minutes straight. So it's not just this generation or this era where there's bad dunk contests. It's always been this way. It's peaks, valleys, peaks, valleys.
Yeah.
And some of them dunks where niggas was like, oh, was pretty basic dunks. Like you got to go back. Some of this revisionist history, like saying the old is always better. Like, nah, not all the time.
Except for them Vince motherfuckers.
Oh yeah.
Them Vince, T-Mac, and Stevie franchise, them shits was.
But look at the other 3 or 4 dunkers during that same. You know what I'm saying? Like, you remember the main guy.
Yeah. I remember the top 3. The top 3 was something else. Shoot, even like Sean Kemp and D Brown. I don't remember who else was in that dunk contest versus them two. I remember D Brown doing this shit, and I remember Sean Kemp taking off on the free throw line, cocking that bitch back to his fucking ass, and yamming that bitch. Like that's what I remember, nigga. The other niggas, who are you?
Right. So we gotta talk about Bron, man. Bron been taking some heat this weekend over All-Star Weekend. Former Cavs GM Dave Griffin said LeBron benefited from a weak East. Dayton's own and 5-time champ Ron Harper said, I'm not LeBron James. I'm not going to tell my kids what they have to do. And even Jalen Rose's daughter said LeBron ruined the All-Star game. Why in year 23, 22? Why
23.
Why in year 23 all the public slander from people? Like what's going on? Man, this can't ride out.
Man. Hate sells. It's all it is. Sound like hate, bro. Because they can't keep having the same conversation. Like this is the only player that is ruining the dunk contest. He's the one that ain't go head to head against Kobe, and now he done ruin the competitiveness. Like, man, stop it, bro.
Yeah,
stop it.
Weak sauce. It's a bunch of weak sauce, especially to the great Ron Harper. That was an unnecessary shot, dude. That was unnecessary, dude. I don't understand what you being a father of two NBA players has to do with LeBron James? Like, what does that have to do with it? That was weak, bro.
That's
And
what,
it's also weak from David Griffin to talk about the weak East. There's peaks and valleys, man. Like, what would you expect him to do? Like, all right, if he benefited from a weak East, okay, he still had
yeah,
to win the games. Still had to
exactly.
get there. You
Still
know what
had
I'm
to play the
saying? Like
West.
it's not guaranteed. It's not
Yeah,
guaranteed that you're gonna make it there. So like that shit is weak. And it's for Jalen Rose's daughter. I know she's trying to break into this industry or whatever, but to be perfectly honest, like if you're trying to make your own lane, make your own lane because the bash on LeBron lane has been taken by many people. Find a new lane, man,
yeah,
because this was 100% correct. Blaming everything on LeBron is weak, man. That stuff is like it's year 22 being an all-star for him. So what
mhm,
about all the other superstar players that didn't participate in the dunk contest? Like
yeah,
you can't just constantly blame this man for everything wrong with the NBA. He's a player. Okay, he didn't do the dunk contest. Okay,
yeah.
move on.
Exactly.
Like Dwayne
Exactly.
Wade never did the dunk contest. He's a shooting guard. So, what? Like okay, like just move on. And then now, plus he's old. So what about the Zions? What about the Jaws? Like what about
Mhm.
Ant-Man? Like yo, those are relevant stars of today's game that are high flyers that aren't participating in the dunk contest.
Yeah,
Stop it.
yeah,
Stop it. Leave that man
yeah,
alone. At least
yeah.
on this.
Just to chime on that Ron Harper shit, man. A moment that could have been about his son's game winner over his brother turned into some LeBron shit that didn't need to be. So yeah, that was whack. One thing I want to hop into before we hit the other sport news. Unrivaled, man. They had their one-on-one series that was fucking fire. They go through and all the players, I guess, divvy up into a round robin. Winner comes home with 200K. I think the final four was Boston, Chelsea Gray, Alicia Gray, and Kelsey Plum. Ended up being Chelsea Gray and Alicia Gray in a dope final. Chelsea Gray ended up beating Alicia, and I'm gonna pick out some dope one-on-one basketball from the ladies. That was fire to watch. Fire.
Only part I saw her just bully the hell out of Plum. She just
Yeah,
took her to the mix house,
yeah.
like
It
boom,
was a
boom, boom. It's like how you play versus your nephew when he's starting to get good. You just basically got to use your strength and your size to make sure you
right.
win. That's what it should look like. It's like I'm not gonna even fuck around. I'm going straight to the paint, no jumpers,
Yeah,
back you down, layup,
that's
back you
how
down, layup, elbow to the chest, layup. Like fuck that, we winning.
that Leah Boston, Alicia Gray game. Boston came out to an 8-0 lead, just being a center against a guard, just big body in her, and then missed one of those, and Alicia Gray came all the way back, 3 pointing her ass to death. So it was
Love it,
dope. It was dope.
love it, love it.
Um, Other sports news. My guy Charlie Woods, baby, son of 15-time major champion Tiger Woods, has verbally committed to play golf at Florida State.
Oh
Now,
no,
we all know verbal commitment could mean anything, but the one saving grace is in golf, it ain't really like that. We ain't really out here swapping like that. Once you kind of commit in golf, you rarely see people kind of switch it up. So everybody thought he might go to Stanford and follow in Pop's footprint. Everybody said he took some visits at some pretty dominant programs, but him being a Florida kid, I'm sure the atmosphere at Florida State was nice. So that seemed like right up his alley. And not even being funny, DJing a wedding in that area is a lot of mixed couples. And not like it just seems like
you're
that's
trying not to be funny, but it's
bro.
hilarious.
I know I'm trying my hardest. And even being mixed, I felt like an OG mixed person in a town. Like I felt like this is what it could be like. This is what it could be like. Because I mean, so many couples that came to the wedding I DJ was either like white wife, black, husband, mixed kids, and it was just all the kids as teenagers to young adults, and it was just I could see Florida State fitting the vibes for young Charlie. So hope to see him do good things there. Should be dope to see him ball out at Florida State. Florida State is a fire program. They got some million facilities that are off the charts. And when Tiger come in and say, "Hey, my son here, what y'all need?" They're gonna really be off the chart. So looking forward to see what brings from that.
Shouts out to Charlie.
A couple more for sports. Tyler Reddick, he wins his first Daytona 500. Reddick drives for 23XI Racing, which is co-owned by NBA legend Michael Jordan.
Fuck all that. Let's get to the video.
So
this is y'all go ahead.
Yeah,
go ahead.
I got
this
you.
is egregious.
It looks worse than it is, bro. It looks worse than it is. I saw the video. It looked like this man is trying to grab cheeks.
Ain't no trying to.
No,
he hit him with the piece.
So then it comes out and says, if you notice the kid's shirt is soaking wet, they had been celebrating, and it was chunks of ice that had went down this kid's shirt. So he is grabbing at ice cubes, trying to mess with the kid and put ice on the kid, and it just looks crazy. That's what I saw right before the pod started. I saw that come out from the family of the young boy. So it looked crazy, though. It looked crazy.
I was going to download the video to have it for the pod. I'm like, I don't even want to download that. On my
algorithm is crazy, bro. Don't do it.
Right. It looked crazy, but it was said that it was ice in the kid's shirt and pants that he was trying to mess with the kid. So they was celebrating. They was happy. Pops had just won for the kid.
Who happy?
Yeah, this is a moment. I mean, obviously, the Daytona 500, a huge race. Winning that race is awesome, but it's all being overshadowed from MJ appearing to do some very creepy shit. Like, there's no denying what we saw in the video. Right. Ice, no ice. It looked hella weird. But, you know, got some new Jordans coming out next week. I'll be there.
Horrible. He gonna have to come out. He got to have a statement about this, right? Like, we got to hear from MJ.
Yeah, we're gonna have to. We're gonna have to. He can't just.
He ain't talking to nobody.
Nah, he going to the golf course. He going straight to the golf course. You know,
with some cognac and a cigar. Like, man, drop a pair of retro threes and niggas will forget about it.
Yeah,
that shit crazy.
Somebody else heading to the golf course, man. Kansas State fires their basketball coach Jerome Tang with cause, meaning they are not trying to pay out the rest of his $19 million owed. I tried to do a little research on this. This seems a little fishy to me, man. So it all stems from Kansas State playing against Cincinnati. Some comments and some things that coach said about these players was just trash. Basically, they didn't deserve to have their names on their backs of their jerseys and got them names removed. Said they were a disgrace to the university. And from what I saw, the university flipped in and said he was a disgrace to them for doing their kids like that, and that's the cause to not pay this man the rest of his money.
It's scapegoat.
What's y'all thoughts?
They trashed this year. They've been bad at basketball for like the last 2 years. It looked like a reason like they can try to fire him without paying him. And you would imagine the fan base and the administration would be on the side of a coach that say like, yeah, they don't deserve to be wearing Kansas State across their jersey from the way they playing because they've been playing bad basketball. But like in today's climate with the NIL, the players have more power than the coaches. And, you know, obviously, you're trying to find that even balance where the players and where the coaches still have some power to discipline players. But like now, it just seems like in this case that the school is bowing down to what the players want and want to get rid of the coach because he dare say they played trash. What they've been playing trash.
Yeah, that's whack.
Yeah, ain't no much to it. Hopefully, he get his bread.
Right.
He will get that money, bro, on your own.
Last thing for sports, because I don't have no killer bets. This is a sad day in the betting world. All you can bet on was women's hockey for the Olympics. I saw some curling, things that I was not touching, so no killer bets. But for sports, the last thing I got, man, Joey Porter, former Pittsburgh Steeler great, absolutely destroys another former Pittsburgh Steeler great, Big Ben Roethlisberger, saying he wasn't a good teammate. He's not a good person, and he has no right to talk about any Steeler business. Now he was on a podcast saying this. I caught a little bit of it. He was saying that the organization know, everybody in that building know, teammates know, we know. Everybody just seems to overlook it because he brought them and Joey Porter his only chip. So, your thoughts, Dizzle. I know Kev has something to say. So, Dizzle first. Your thoughts on Joey Porter trash and Ben, and why at this time?
I wouldn't be surprised, man. I would not be surprised. I don't really know much about either of these people, but hey, man, if he need to come with some receipts, if he gonna say all of this, I just need to, just being messy, just share the tea, spill the details, man. What happened?
Well, I get you. Big Ben was accused of the R word on multiple occasions. Got suspended from the NFL for the second one that happened down there in Georgia, and they went to the Super Bowl that year. And people just said, "Oh, cool, we forgot about it." I say this all the time in sports, man, and entertainment in general, man. If you make good music, or you're a great actor, or you're a great athlete, or whatever, you could do just about anything, because people will just forgive you and just kind of like turn a blind eye to it. I mean, shoot, we, especially Killer and I, we're of age of, you know what I'm saying, all those, the R. Kelly tape came out and stuff like that. And we just turn a blind eye. Oh, this is crazy. He wilding. Play that feeling on my booty. Like, that's just what the mindset was. And then when the music got kind of whack, like, man, somebody need to do something about that. That's how we are, dog. That's how we wired. As far as, Joey Porter and Ben not being cool or calling him a bad teammate, we forget that sports is a job. Like, this is their job. We watch as entertainment, and we passionate, and we want our team to win. We all got people at our jobs that we don't like. Like, we're people at the end of the day, and you're not going to get along with all your coworkers. And that's just the reality. Like, all right, Big Ben was his coworker. He played a very important position, the quarterback. But, hey, I really don't fuck with him like that. Like, I don't like him. You don't have to, but you do have to work together to a common goal.
Right.
And now that shit is no more, they airing each other out, because Big Ben felt it was okay to air out Coach Tomlin. So, you know how these defensive players is about Coach Tomlin. They going to ride with Coach T. And he was like, I've had it up to here with that. I'm not having it. So, respect.
Yeah. Well, that's it for sports.
Woo! 57 minutes on sports. Kill it. You're a monster, brother. Dizzle, it is on you. What is popping in the world of entertainment? What is going down?
Yeah, man, just a few things to get into. A lot of music topics here, man. We got some new music coming. One of my favorites, Larry June, Currency, and The Alchemist. They should be dropping February the 20th. That's coming. What's this, next Friday?
Yes.
Friday coming up, actually.
Yeah.
Ready. Big ready. I have a question. What happened to the Erykah Badu and Alchemist project? Is that still a thing?
I don't know. I don't know if was there ever a release date on that? I heard about it, and then that was it. I didn't hear no music or nothing else from that. Hopefully it comes out.
I need that project.
That would be nice. Yeah, Larry June is probably one of the artists that I can say has grown on me over the last 3 years more than any artist. Like, I really rock with Larry June.
Yes, definitely here for
him. Currency and Alchemist seems like it'll definitely be a vibe. So yeah, Friday, definitely checking that out. Along with Baby Keem. Baby Keem is supposed to be dropping this Friday.
Casino.
Definitely gonna check that out. I already heard the Kendrick snippet. Sound like a banger. What else we got in music, man? The Breezy Bowl. Chris Brown's tour becomes the highest grossing tour by a solo Black American male artist. He pulled in $295 million from over 1,980,000 tickets sold across 49 shows, man. I have not seen Chris Brown in concert. Have y'all been able to check him out?
Yes. Oh, you never seen C Breezy in concert? That's your era, brother.
Yeah, that was fire.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I actually seen Chris Brown in concert a couple times. Actually met Chris Brown. This is like right as Run It came out. So this is like, I guess, freaking 20 years ago, I guess. He was here for the Russ Bus Tour. Cool dude, and to have this record for him is amazing, man. I mean, I know everybody talking about, you know what I'm saying, they want to see him on that Super Bowl stage. He's got
Yeah.
enough music to do so.
Yeah.
It's just, hey man, some people still haven't forgiven him for something that he did as a 18-year-old kid. Hopefully one day people will, you know what I'm saying, kind of like not let it go, but just like realize like he was an 18-year-old kid.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Let this man live his life, man, and let him go entertain folks.
Yeah. I've definitely seen
Yeah.
Chris Brown a few times. Him and Lil Baby concert was fire. So I definitely a must go see Dizzle. Must see.
Okay. Let's talk about the Super Bowl, man. Let's talk about some of the most viewed Super Bowl halftime shows of all time. Bad Bunny just hit the stage, and the numbers came in. He actually has the fourth most viewed Super Bowl halftime show of all time with 128.2 million viewers. Coming in at number one, though, the very own, the GOAT, Kendrick Lamar, man, 133.5 million viewers. Number two, happened back in 93. Michael Jackson, King of Pop, 133.4 million viewers. And this is way before social media, man. So you really have to get
That's
up,
all I'm about to say.
turn the dial to tap in to the halftime show.
As much as I love Kendrick, MJ won for me because it's only a 100K difference. 100K of those was just trolls for Drake. So I'm giving MJ the crown because that shit changed. That shit was fire.
Yeah. Coming in at three was Usher back in 2024. He brought in 129 million.
Great show.
Rihanna the year prior brought in 121. Katy Perry with the
Sharks.
Yeah, with the Sharks. She brought in 118 mil. Lady Gaga 117. I don't remember this one. Coldplay with Beyonce and Bruno Mars 115. Yeah. Bruno Mars a couple years before that 115 mil, and then Madonna 114 mil.
I'm surprised Prince ain't make the top 10.
Yeah, that was Raining. That was classic Purple Rain.
Yeah, that's top tier. That's top tier. And I'm also surprised that Bruno Mars is quote unquote so low at number 9.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Kendrick Lamar and Michael Jackson definitely top tier performances. Shout outs to Jay-Z and company for bringing in what he got. He started doing this 2022 with
yeah. So he's responsible for the Kendrick, Usher, Bad Bunny, Rihanna. Yeah, I think that's it.
Okay,
I think that's it.
So 4 of the top 5.
Yeah.
That's why he ain't going nowhere.
Right.
Men lie, women lie, numbers don't.
Facts.
For sure. We got some Tupac news, man. All Eyes on Me classic album has been officially inducted into the Grammy Museum Hall of Fame. Becomes just the 9th album to receive that honor. Joins De La Soul, 3 Feet High and Rising, Dr. Dre's The Chronic, classic. Public Enemy, It Takes a Nation of Millions, classic. Beastie Boys, License to Ill, classic. Grandmaster Flash, and the Furious 5, The Message. All classics on here, man. Lauryn Hill, Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, Sugar Gang, Rapper's Delight, and then Eric B's Paid in Full. Shout outs to Tupac, man. All Eyes on Me joining that classic list.
Yeah. Respect. Yeah. My only quote unquote complaint is obviously that album is 30 years old now. Yeah. And so you mean to tell me an album from 30 years ago is the newest hip hop album to get inducted? Like, that's a little crazy to me. Like 30 years and that's the newest hip hop album in there. Well, no, take that back. Lauryn Hill, 98. Okay. So yeah, but like still, there's been a lot of great hip hop music that deserves to be up in there as well. All due respect, definitely Pac's All Eyes on Me should be in there, but I think this list should grow exponentially over the next couple of years.
Absolutely.
I'm sure they'll throw Kendrick. Some like Kendrick in there. They love Kendrick, man.
They do.
I got a question, man. Starting to warm up. A lot of music coming out, which means a lot of spring and summer tours coming up. we got a lot on this list of who's about to hit the road, man. Are y'all hitting up any of these shows this spring or summer?
Plug
You know
willing.
it.
Plug willing. Plug willing.
Who y'all got on deck, man?
Me personally, out of the, you know what I'm saying, the plenty that are out there, I am being taken to the Cardi B show. I must go to that one. There's a certain person that I'm related to by marriage that is demanding that we go. So I'll be going to that one. But let's be real. We all know the one that I'm going to. J. Cole, the Fall Off World Tour got announced today. They got a lot of dates to choose from. They got one in my hometown of Cleveland. They got one in Chicago. They got one in Fayetteville, North Carolina that I might pop up at. I don't know. I haven't chosen which one I'm going to go to yet, but I will be at that one for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Killer, what you looking at?
For me, a lot of the OGs are making music, man. I saw T.I., I saw Juvie, I saw even Trick Daddy dropping some new shit. I would hope to see this Juvie Boiling Point in Cincinnati. I would love to see that concert. I would love to see Summer Walker in concert. Never seen her in concert before. And then probably one that I would probably want to go see is the Baby and J. Cole, but the Baby is something I would want to go check out too. So a couple on there that interest me. Lot of fire. Not really interested. I know the B2K and Bow Wow shit. That's just a little out of my. I would go, but it ain't like I want to go. My wife probably want to go to that.
The Millennium Tour was definitely dope when we went a few years back. You know, catch them all at the same time. But yeah, man, we got Floor Tree. They announced they going on tour. We mentioned Baby Keem, Doja Cat. You gonna be checking out Cardi B, Juvie hitting the road. ASAP Rocky, I'm surprised, as rich and wealthy and as homebody as I would be, he hitting the road. Kid Cudi, I don't even know if he have any new music out, but he hitting the road this summer. Summer Walker, she says she's still finally over it. The Trilogy tour. Freddie Gibbs, Don Toliver, Soulja Boy is doing the Drip tour. So yeah, man, you got a lot to choose from. On top of all these festivals that's gonna be coming and popping out.
Yeah.
So definitely stack up, man.
For sure.
That's all I have for entertainment.
All right, bro. Appreciate it. All right, man. A couple quick hitters before we slide up out of here, man. Let's get a video game update, Dizzle. What's popping on these sticks, man? What's going down?
Let me think, man. Nothing too drastic right now. We mid of the 8th season, I want to say. Middle of the 8th or 9th. And, you know, same old, trying to recruit, trying to keep LSU from taking all my 5 stars. He's been taking all my 5-star recruits. The rich is getting richer for sure. And it's at this point, we just got to figure out a way to keep him from winning. That's pretty much the name of the game. Anybody but LSU at this point. Yeah.
What kind of offers are you getting? And you have won multiple chips. What kind of offers are you getting after each season?
I'm still getting trash offers, bro. I think my best offer was Kansas State, and that's just after last season. And they're like a 3-star school, 70 rated.
They don't pay their coaches, bro. You don't want to go there. You don't want to go there.
I've been getting Army. I've been getting the lowest of schools, man. So I don't know. I'm still looking to make a move, but I just don't want to go to any old place. Yeah. Like I'm trying to go somewhere where I can at least be competitive and still build it. Like
I've noticed a change in your behavior, like because of LSU. Because if this was last year, you would have taken a quote unquote leap of faith and took any job because you was the top dog. Now you got now you got competition as the top dog. Is that part of the reason why you like, well, I ain't about to fuck up a good thing until the good thing comes my way?
I see. At this point, I'm sitting pretty. I got 2 chips. I'm good. I just want y'all to be able to help me out, man. It's only a couple people that's been able to like give him a run for his money. And if I go to a lower school, it's almost a cakewalk for a buddy, bro. Like
For sure. Yeah. I dig it. I dig it.
yeah.
As for me on the sticks, man, we are taking Oregon State, our good 75 overall school. We out here cooking. Just be big bro in a blood game, a family feud game.
What's
The
the
brand
shit
of
talking like
football.
in that game?
Oh, next level. This is forever. This
Yeah.
war is forever. This
Yeah.
war is since the day I came out. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying this is forever beef.
That gotta
This
be
is
top
forever.
tier shit talk.
Yeah, man. I'm not gonna sit here and act like the brand of football is the way I like to actually play, but it's the way I can win. So until I get the talent, that's the way we playing ball. I got Dale, ECU. I got him in a couple weeks, so we cooking up some schemes for him. But we looking good at Oregon State. See if we can pull off a couple upsets here as we head down the back stretch of the season. So sticks is moving. This news came out. A woman hit the slots for $43 million, but the casino says it was a malfunction and she did not win the $43 million. They offered her a steak dinner and said that she only won $2.50.
Cap.
How would y'all handle that situation?
Cap. We go into
I've heard this.
Yeah.
Like this happens a lot. I feel like.
Yeah, this is something that I've heard of happening before. Ultimately, it goes to that state's gambling commission, and you pray that they don't side with the Sharks because the house always wins. But if you got a picture, screenshot, some witnesses, somebody that saw that shit, nah, man, that's worth the fight.
What
don't
type
play
of
those
malfunction
slots,
would it be? Like, yo, you hit a button and it says you either win or you lose. Well, if I hit the button and it said that I won 43 million, how you gonna tell me I didn't? You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, it wasn't programmed for it to win. And when things are programmed, that means you can lose. Like the slots is the biggest money maker in Vegas because people think they can actually turn $1 into $1 million, and it just don't happen like that. You better off playing, you know what I'm saying, real games that actually take brain power. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you can actually have your chances increased or whatever. But yeah, don't do it. I would be going ballistic if this happened to me.
Crazy.
Last thing before we slide up out of here, man. The classic movie Black Panther was released 8 years ago today. What's some of y'all memories about that classic movie?
For me, man, that was a dope time. I remember the lead up, everybody just getting ready and wanting to do stuff. Shouts to our good brother DJ O'Peasy. He and his wife came down. This might have been, I think it was the first time we all saw it. We came down, we had a Frickers little pregame, got some drinks and food up in us, and then we went out and saw the movie. Me, my wife, OPZ, and his wife had a great night. I remember seeing it again with my children, getting dressed up in the Wakanda fits. Like I had personally never experienced going to the movies and being hyped, like being like wanting to go to the movies and wanting to celebrate something like that. So that was just a dope thing to do with my family and some of my closest friends I've ever met. So good memories from Black Panther. Good memories.
Definitely good memories. Just everybody getting hyped for it, like you said, dressing up in the garb and doing the whole Wakanda Forever.
Yeah,
I know Chadwick was so tired of doing this in every little interview.
Do it again, man. Do it.
Patrick's walking up to him.
Yeah.
You know I'm in other movies too, right?
Right.
Yeah, but one of the biggest memories was just the final ending credits, and then the what's the song Kendrick Lamar says are coming on. Like that's just one of those match made in heaven. Yeah, all of the stars ending that doing the end credits, man. So yeah, classic movie.
Classic, man. Just like y'all, man, getting dressed up to go see it. I mean, to see everybody from the culture going to see the movie at the same time, dressed to the nines, getting fresh, and treating it as it should have been treated. You know what I'm saying? To see us as kings and queens, and like people was really dressed up at the local cinemas like they was going on the red carpet to get interviewed. And it was a sight to see, man. So it hasn't been anything like that since. Respect to everybody. I encourage everybody go rewatch that joint again today. Get them streaming numbers up, and of course, R.I.P. to the late great Chadwick Boseman.
Yes, sir.
This Michael Jackson movie is about to get folks with a little glove on.
I'm in the bit. So since we there, I'm so nervous for this movie, bro. So nervous for this movie, man, because obviously it's MJ, it's Mike Jack, but like a lot of biopics, man, it feel like they playing dress up, man, and it feel like it's just people hitting on the highlights of your life. How can you tell the life story of Michael Jackson? Michael Joseph Jackson in 2 hours and 30 minutes. How can you tell the story? How can you tell this life story in 2 hours and 30 minutes, man? I don't know if it's possible. That's the rumors about them breaking the movie up into 2 parts or whatever. I just don't want it to be like, hey, you remember he did this? And they just show it. Hey, you remember he did this? I want it to be a real movie. That's why Ray is such a great biopic, because they just took it from one, segment of his life. They didn't tell everything that happened as a kid or whatever. They really focused on like a 5-year stretch of Ray Charles' life. That's what made the movie so great. But like you watch the trailers, he's every shade of Michael Jackson. Yeah. He big nose Michael Jackson. He regular Michael Jackson. He light skinned Michael Jackson. He white Michael Jackson. Like, damn, y'all literally gonna go through the whole gambit.
And that's what
made 2 hours and 30 minutes.
That's what made Mike Jack so great and different, is that his childhood he was a star. His teenage years he was a star. His adulthood he was a star. His older years he was like it never stopped. So that's 4 movies. That's crazy. Yeah. So we'll see.
And we all seen the Jackson story, you know what I'm saying? The made for TV joint. Such a legendary movie, man. Like it's got a lot to live up to, man.
Yeah.
I'm nervous. I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Well, there it is. Another episode of You Can't Make This Up podcast. Kev Nash.
DJ Killer Kev.
Hey, Dizzle.
We out till next week.
Peace.